Wow.
Turn down for weed.
Instant karma, fails and cringes. The Feminist edition.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Yeah.
No. What?
Whoa.
Self-defense.
Down.
I'm not gonna fucking hit it. You wanna spit at everyone? But that's alright, isn't it? That's alright, isn't it?
Get the out of here!
Shut up.
You piece of
Shut
Dead.
You want fight? Let's go.
Love.
Who will win?
I'm pretty sure he'll win.
I'm not getting before.
You alright, mate? Come up here, mate. Come up here.
I'm going within my legal rights to
We got video evidence, mate. No, you wake up to yourself. Wake up to yourself. Well, the trainer on the next station. What's he doing?
Just so you know, she was spitting on everyone inside the train. YouTube won't allow me to show that part though. But it goes without saying, if all genders were treated equally, she wouldn't be in a train. She'd be in an ambulance.
Stop!
Do it.
Come on, get us
Do
out there.
it.
get off the train.
Get off!
Get it. Get rid of it.
Get the things, man.
Move it back! Move it back!
Careful with the legs. Careful.
He's cut through his shit.
Look at yourself.
I'm sorry, I'm filming this to show the harassment that goes on a night out for girls.
Oh, she's a feminist.
Yes, I am. Well done.
Beach, big tits, but one of those. One of those.
Can we just appreciate the harassment that goes on for a girl on a night out?
One of those.
Racist me, get out of my way.
And people wonder why girls feel intimidated going on a night out.
Fuck girls, man.
There we go. That is in a small town.
Yes, Wendy.
This is in a small town. Not even a fucking city.
They are kind of out.
I don't give a shit.
If you don't mind.
I should be able to go on a night out. Are you recording me now? Okay, go on. Cool.
Do you work on that door? Do you want to sit?
No. So yeah, this is what it feels like to end a night out being harassed.
Next time you film me, I'll throw it. Yeah, but not. See?
This has to be a joke. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm literally about to fucking kill myself, and I'm not kidding. You better fucking fix this shit right now. I literally am gonna die. I need an ambulance. I can't believe.
25-year-old Jessica Sporty launched an online search for love. But instead of love, she wound up with something much different. Free dinners, and lots of them.
You were able to save something like $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I'm sure you could really calculate that it was approximately that much money, but I never went into Match.com for money.
Ah, horse shit!
She chose men with good jobs and never expected to split the bill.
He's right. It's the same thing with the feminists. You know, they want everything to be equal, everything. But when the check comes, where are they?
This awkward first date scene in the movie Kissing Jessica Stein.
We split the salad, but I think, as I recall, you ate a little bit more. That leaves your portion at $42.73 and mine at $18.14. Beautiful.
How many times a week were you going out?
I would say an average of 4 to 5 times a week.
So you were hitting it pretty hard.
I was.
In less than a month and a half, she went on about 30 dates, and the savings started to add up.
New York is really expensive, and a lot of these experiences I wouldn't have been able to have if I hadn't, been on Match.com and gone through this. This was my own Sex in the City.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Know that there are witnesses that are ultimately going to come forward and name the 3 men in the bathroom with this girl. So Clark Goldband, what are the stats?
Well, Nancy, the stats are hard to know right now because
Duke no longer in the league. Hofstra, number 2 ranked Hofstra, surging ahead of Sacred Heart last night, 19-10.
Clark, I don't mean the athletic stats. I mean the rape stats. What would that have to do with this case?
I'm sorry, Nancy, I misunderstood, but we do have the race.
Welcome to Friday Night Raw Feminist Videos. Let's take a quick look at that action replay.
What are the stats?
Well, Nancy, the stats are hard to know right now because Duke no longer in the league. Hofstra, number 2 ranked Hofstra, surging ahead of Sacred Heart last night, 19-10.
Clark, I don't mean the athletic stats. I mean the rape stats. What would that have to do with this case?
I am the one your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the bastard son will pop the claw to feed himself and
How many times does she have to violate probation?
Wait. Excuse me, Stabila.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I'm going to see you. Why are you running the bikini commercial?
Rosie made me do it.
Okay, take it down. Thank you. That it's still up. Thank you. Continue, Stabila.
Yeah, how many times do you have to violate probation?
How many times do you apply that lipstick? Your mouth looks like a baboon's ass.
Before you finally, somebody takes it seriously. Obviously, I mean, this was not once, this was twice.
Part of the problem is, back to you, Elizabeth, in the control room. Part of the problem is people like you and others are blinded by celebrity. And you play things like that about her in a swimsuit, wriggling around in the water, and you think somehow because of her beauty, she's going to get... Elizabeth. Okay, take it down. Thank you. That it's still up. Elizabeth. That it's still up.
Here is feminazi trading cards. You don't have these.
We're thinking about it.
Here it is from Russia's
Listen to this, folks.
radio
This is,
program.
This
Just
is
a brief
great.
Audio tape.
Tremendous stuff.
What? Listen.
I'll give you 2 glorious items for Anita Hill.
Trading cards have always been for males only. It's just not fair. It's not right.
Damn, I spilled nail polish on my Betty Friedan.
Well, EIB is proud to introduce Feminazi trading cards for you to save, to collect, to trade. Feminazi cards are designed with the woman in mind. On the front, an action shot of a leading feminist burning a bra, dominating a TV show, picketing an all-men's club, protesting a Rush Limbaugh concert, charging into a men's locker room, denouncing Ronald Reagan.
I'd do anything for Pat Schroeder.
On the back, all the vital statistics. Bustline, waist, hips, the documented age, the number of abortions, and where applicable, the alimony payments and divorce settlement.
Oh, no, they could have. And our wholly owned subsidiary, which will market them, is Ms. Carriage Incorporated.
Who's that Pokemon?
Mark, before we let you go, though, we'd like to hear some thoughts and some comments you made earlier this week about domestic violence. For our viewers who haven't heard them, here's what Mark had to say.
Blokes who've lost self-esteem, they've lost their job, they're welfare dependent, they've got other troubles, drugs, alcohol in their life. It's that loss of self-esteem where I think they use the domestic violence as a coping mechanism to get over all the other crap that they've got in their lives.
Obviously, this has caused some outrage, Mark. Do you stand by those comments, and do we really need to be making excuses for perpetrators of domestic violence?
Well, Eddie, the critics haven't done their research, you see. I was paraphrasing there a very important report in New South Wales from the Coroner's Court, where they look at the domestic violence deaths and produce some conclusions about them. And they talk about a coping mechanism where men living in poverty, underclass circumstances, poor self-esteem, use domestic violence as a macabre, tragic type of coping mechanism. So the critics in this area run on emotion and ideology instead of facts and actually going to read the report. I urge people to read that report.
Well, the facts
and if you
are
haven't read it, you're not doing justice to the issue.
Turn down for weed.
Smoke weed. How's it going, guys? Rekt Feminist Videos here. I hope you enjoyed this random cancerous mashup. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Roasted. Thanks for watching, cunts, and as always, cunt fist.